Hi, everybody. Welcome into Sports Talk Chicago. My name's John Zaglua. Great to have you here. Channel 59.3, BPOD TV, and Roku. Big show for today. We're going to talk about the Bears and Buccaneers game coming up this Sunday. What will the Bears do? How could they perform against the reigning Super Bowl champions? It's going to be a tough task. We'll preview the whole thing in just a moment. Before we get started, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at John Z Sports and on Facebook at John Zaglua. And if you want to watch more of this show or find special clips, all you have to do, go to Sports Talk Chicago on YouTube or go to sportstalkchicago.com. And if you want to watch more from the BPOD TV network, search up VPOD TV on YouTube. I want to start today with this question. Is this the week the Bears finally unleash Justin Fields? You'd love to think yes. Facing Tampa Bay, not the best defense, good offense. Could be a shootout of a game. Why do I have the feeling that it won't happen? Maybe it's the pessimist in me. The Bears are at 3-3. They've been back and forth all year. Matt Nagy's fighting for his job. Justin Fields is fighting to prove he deserves to be here. And you go up against Tom Brady, a great offense, an okay defense in Tampa Bay. I don't know, to me, all the ingredients are there for a big day for Justin Fields. Seriously, even if they lose, I could see it. 350 passing yards, couple of touchdowns, rushing touchdown. It's possible. This would be a great environment to do it. But remember, who's the head coach? Who's calling plays? Who is limiting Justin Fields' skill set? There's your answer. From an outside perspective, I think this is the week to show off Justin Fields. You'll have no other choice. If you're dead set on winning this game, you need Justin Fields to be 100%. You are not going to beat the Buccaneers scoring 14 points. Not going to happen. You need production from your quarterback. No, I'm not blaming Justin Fields. I'm saying unleash him. Let him be himself. If there's one week where you want to do it, it's this one. You are not going to beat Tom Brady throwing for 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Sorry. Not going to happen. This is the perfect storm for the Bears to finally say, you know what? Let's let them play and see what happens. Because on the off chance that they actually win this game, that's a huge upset. It signifies that Fields is somewhat NFL ready. And who knows where the Bears could go. The Bears already failed a big test last week. Had they beaten the Packers, I would have been sold. They could have been 4-2, top of the division, beaten their rival, Aaron Rodgers, with Justin Fields, and Bill Lazor, Matt Nagy, the whole crew. That was a big test. Honestly, a win there could have saved Matt Nagy's job. Now he's still on the chopping block. I'm not expecting a win for the Bears here. But personally, I want to see Justin Fields play. Legitimately. Not, throw the ball 10, 15 times, 150 yards. No, I want to see him actually make plays. Cut him loose. Let him be himself. And at this point, let him call plays. You are going into Tampa Bay with absolutely nothing to lose. The Bears have nothing to lose here. You're facing a 5-1 team, Super Bowl reigning champion, Tom Brady. Nothing to lose. Cut him loose. Let him play. If there's one weekend where you really want to do it, it's this one. Trust me. What's the worst that's going to happen? Seriously, what? He's going to throw 3 picks? Lose the game for the Bears? So be it. You are not going to beat the Buccaneers scoring 14 points a game. This is a game where you need to take risks, shots downfield. Can't play conservative here. Can't be a wimp and worry, what's going to happen? No! Let them loose. Play. The Bears' defense has been fine, but If they couldn't contain Aaron Rodgers and they gave up 24 points, what makes you think they're going to contain Tom Brady? And not just Tom Brady. 3 good receivers, 3, and a decent enough running game. Fournette and Jones. Godwin, Brown, Evans. Good luck. The Bucs right now, all 3 of those guys are on pace for 1,000 yards. All 3 of them on pace for 1,000 yards. The Bears have no secondary. Eddie Jackson can't make a tackle. They're going to put up at least 30 points. And if the Bears want a chance to win or stay in the game, I'm sorry, you gotta cut them loose. You gotta make plays. A 10-minute drive downfield? No, it's not going to get it done. A 15-play, 80-yard drive? No, that's not going to work here. We need to see explosiveness from this offense. Can't be seeing conservative play. Khalil Herbert is going to factor into this one. Great game last week. The run game's going to be important. I'm not saying don't run the football. The run game's not going to cover 80 yards in 2 minutes. It's not going to help you when you really need a big score. I'm not saying abandon the run game. I'm happy. That's the one thing I could say good about this offense. The Bears have done a great job at going back to their roots, prioritizing the run game, being better. That's been great. But everything else has been a problem. A big problem. They need to prioritize explosion on offense. Can't be prioritizing 3-yard run, 5-yard pass, wide receiver screen. Last time I checked, Justin Fields is supposed to have this great arm. Supposed to be a great pocket passer, too. And let him be that. Don't limit him. In fact, stop limiting him. I'll tell you this much, it's pretty damn annoying to see that every week. It just seems like he's being held back, you know? Seems like he's being told, hey, now watch it, rookie. Don't do that. Don't do this. And you let the guy be himself. So what if he throws the ball 50 yards and it's incomplete? Who cares? I'd rather see a shot downfield than a risk taken, a roll of the dice. That's the only way you're going to beat the Bucs. You need to roll the dice this weekend. It's not going to be all about, conservative gameplay. No. And if you limit Justin Fields again and keep doing it, number one, he won't develop, and number two, you're not going to win. We've talked about this all year. It's not about the wins and losses. I agree. We're all in agreement on that, but you know what? You still have to develop Fields. I'd rather him throw for 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, lose. Fine by me. But I want to see some numbers now, some production. Look, like it or not, I'm just going to say it, there has been no production from him yet. Not his fault, but that's the truth. You could sit here and say he had a nice throw here and there. That's fine. He has. But overall, numerically, statistically, look at the numbers, there's been nothing. Whose fault is it? Not his. He's demonstrated he could throw the ball downfield, he could make plays, he could run. No, it's play calling. Something's got to give. You're not going to win against Tampa by being conservative, and you're not going to win many games in general by following this same framework. Look, they beat Las Vegas for other reasons, which we know about. John Gruden. That's why they won that game. And they played a good defense. Did a good job. Stopped Derek Carr. Great. But as we saw last weekend, as we've seen in prior weekends, this defense isn't always there. And 24 points to Aaron Rodgers, not bad. But you got to score more than 14 offensively. Justin Fields was brought in to see an uptick in numbers. Right, he wasn't brought here to be Mitch Trubisky. He wasn't brought here to be Andy Dalton. Everybody said he's better, and he is. Intangible-wise, body-wise, yes. Why aren't the numbers there? Because he's not being given a chance. That's the problem. Give the kid a damn chance already. And look, I get it. You're a coach. You're worried about him. Young guy, rookie quarterback, how's he going to do? He's not fundamentally sound yet. I'm scared. I get it. What did I say last time? If you're that worried about him, don't frickin' play him. If you're that concerned about Justin Fields, don't play him. But you've admitted, everybody else has admitted, I've even admitted, he's not a bad quarterback. And he's a rookie. We don't know what he's about. And we won't know unless we see some sort of commitment. So commit. Please, commit. I'm sick of seeing 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Sorry, I am. I wasn't told that's what Justin Fields would do. I was told explosive, Patrick Mahomes-like, 300 yards. Touchdowns, galore, no picks, accurate. We haven't seen it, and it's not his fault. He's being limited on purpose as to what he could and can't do. That's not going to work. That is not sustainable long term, not only for this team and their wins, but for his development. This season is about development. Play the guy. Come on. They're not going to win. They're not going to win if that's the way they play. They're not going to win being conservative. They're not going to win telling Justin Fields, 200 yards max for you, and that's it. You know, they did that week 1, Andy Dalton. No touchdowns, 1 pick, 207 yards. They lost in Los Angeles. Everybody came for his head. We haven't seen anything different with Fields. Again, an indictment on the coaching staff and play calling. Justin Fields has way more upside than Andy Dalton, but the numbers are the same. Why the hell is that happening? And when you face the GOAT, Tampa, reigning Super Bowl champion in Tampa, you are not going to win throwing the ball 150 yards. Sorry. Hate to break it to you, it's the truth. You have got to let him loose here. This is literally the perfect time to do it. Let him loose. Let him play. I'd rather him throw 3 picks and 300 yards and a loss than 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and close loss. We need to see development here. What are we waiting for? Hey, this is game 4 now for him. We need to see something. And yes, you could argue, it's only 3 games, John, don't freak out, but we should see some difference, right? I'm not crazy here, am I? Shouldn't we see some sort of uptick, just a small one? It's been 3 games of the same, and don't tell me he's gotten better. It's all been the same. The Browns game was horrible, not his fault. These past 2 weeks have been, okay, not his fault. Every week he's being told, don't do this, don't do that, let him play. Everybody clamored for him to come in, and they all expected greatness right away. Isn't happening. His fault? No. Could we see an unleash this weekend? An unleashing of Justin Fields? Tell you this much. In Tampa against Tom Brady, you're sure as hell not going to win with 14 points. 150 passing yards. It's just not going to work. So it's either you accept defeat already and don't even show up, or you give yourself a fighting chance while at the same time developing Fields to be who he's supposed to be. Stop coddling him. Tell him, hey, let it loose here. We have nothing to lose. Play your game. That's the perfect idea. And if you lose, you lose. If you win, well, hey, that's huge for Fields. Huge for this team. There isn't one problem or one issue with letting them loose this weekend. I can't see one. When I think of it, all I see are benefits to doing it. Will the Bears do it, though? Well, you tell me. You all know this organization. You tell me what the Bears are going to do. That's the shameful part. We were told he'd be developed. We were told he'd be worked on. We were told Matt Nagy's guy. Right? That was the big issue, right? He didn't like Mitch Trubisky. If he gets his own guy, it'll be different. It's been 3 games. I don't see many differences. Thanks for watching today's show here on BPOD TV, channel 59.3 and Roku. Really appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned. This weekend on Sunday, we're going to have an interview with David Sampson, the former president of the Miami Marlins. Till then, make sure you continue to subscribe to the YouTube page, Sports Talk Chicago. Subscribe to BPOD TV at BPOD TV, and make sure you tune in every night from 10:30 to 11 p.m. So long, everyone.